Hi, welcome Lifestyle family to episode 2 of Out There Podcast. Thank you so much for your support in the previous episode. And today joining us again are Sonia and CiCi. You want to say something?
Hello, guys. Hello, guys.
Something.
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 Okay, so before we start with our content, we like to thank some of the comments from the previous podcasts. There's a comment from Michael Lim 8464 who said that he has supported Sonia, Kim, and Joe for a while, and he appreciated Sonia's perspective towards supernatural events with a scientific view. Sonia, your
Oh,
supporter.
that's nice to hear.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank
So
you. It's good to know that, people still
I think a lot of people still
remember.
just not to be too overt with your debunking, and I think people like that. Not everything is supernatural lah, as we know. Yeah.
Right.
Then also from this guy called Brando and the New Romantics 5842, he stated that yes, a lot of these YouTubers edit a lot of their videos for more viewers. It makes me laugh out loud at their ridiculous videos and how people actually believe in their made up rubbish. So, do
Well,
people actually believe? I don't think, I think my kids don't even believe. So,
well,
Some of them I still believe.
so some,
yes.
Yeah. Like I said, they want entertainment.
okay lah.
They want things to
The movie magic, right?
But
Yeah.
yeah,
I think it's good lah. I like to go back to my childhood. Everything I see, I believe. Things are more pure there. Nowadays, everything I doubt. Okay, then lastly, I like to thank all the peeps who tuned in on the live chat, like Miss P, Jujubi Jume, Alessandra Brina, Rach, Timothy Tan. He said that he's met you guys at the Halloween party. Timothy. I don't know whether you remember. Then
Halloween party.
maybe he's the organizer. I don't know. BD and BB Barbie Boo One, Gil Chong, Smith Jones, and Marv Reds. So we hope to hear from more of you guys in the live chat for this episode. Okay.
I think he meant, I think he meant the Halloween. It wasn't a party. It was something that was done in conjunction with it wasn't a festival. Remember, CiCi, the one that we went to?
the night
No.
walk.
The
Was it
market kind of
a
thing.
Halloween?
Oh,
Yeah, that was for Halloween, right?
no, that one is not.
So,
But that's
That
why
one
everybody
podcast.
dressed up
Yeah.
as for Halloween.
so do you guy met somebody called Timothy Tan?
Timothy.
Maybe you meet too many people.
Could be.
I think I need to see the face. Then I know.
Okay. Yeah. So Timothy, next time you can join us for our show. We'll see your
Please.
face.
Yes.
Okay, let's start. I have a ghost story about today because today's topic is more about mountain climbing. Because
Oh my gosh.
so
Favorite.
so I have a story prepared. This about mountain ghosts. It's very creepy. I heard it first time. I immediately gotta think about you guys. Okay. Without further ado, let's start. Taiwan has one of the highest density of tall mountains in the world. To promote mountain hiking, the Taiwan Alpine Association began developing a list of top 100 peaks in Taiwan. The criteria was that all the peaks must be above 3,000 meters, and there are total about 260 of them in the island nation. A committee of avid hikers selected 100 of them, classified as the Taiwan Baiyue. Upon completion of the list, hiking the Baiyue immediately became one of the primary goals of avid hikers in Taiwan. It was an arduous task, sometimes because of the natural terrain, sometimes because of the supernatural. Our story involved a quartet of such avid hikers, 2 males and 2 females. Whenever they had the coordinated free time, they will take the opportunity to conquer the famous 100 peaks, something like their collective bucket list. One fateful day, they ventured up this unspecified mountain. Due to their late starting time, they were required to stay overnight in a lodge prior to reaching the summit. After checking in, The four of them went to look for their beds to turn in before the climb the next morning. One of the ladies, A, told her friend B upon arriving at her mattress.
Look at the bed sheet. It looks like somebody had been lying there, unlike the straightened sheets of other beds.
Amy the attendant overlooked, squaring up his leg.
B reassured her comrade. That night, A did not have a sound sleep. Despite the heater and hot water bottle and layers of clothing, A could feel herself shivering profusely. Things got worse as she encountered what they call sleep paralysis, and in Taiwan, it was more commonly known as 鬼压床. As she was struggling, she could vividly hear a bated breathing of a lady on her left, which was the wall. A did not know how long she was in that frantic state before she could shake herself free from being held down. She immediately jumped out of bed and took refuge at the lit-up common dining area. This was where a female attendant saw her shivering in fear had came over to comfort her.
Are you alright, miss?
The attendant said while offering her another blanket for warmth. A told her what had happened, and the attendant was not taken aback by what she had heard.
Sorry, miss. I did not know they are still assigning that particular bed to climbers. Some time ago, a female hiker who had a history of asthma lost her during her climb, and little did she expected it that she would suffer a chronic asthma attack, leading to her demise. That was the bed she was sleeping on while she had the attack. From then on, we had incidents of climbers who experienced what you have just experienced while sleeping on the bed. We usually do not assign this particular bed, but as you can see, tonight the lodge was fully booked.
A could not get back to sleep after that, and she was adamant to stop the climb and return home once sunrise. Her companions, upon hearing her plight, showed her empathy, and B volunteered to accompany her back while the guys continued their climb. The ladies left the lodge with the female attendant just before the sunrise, while the guys cleaned up and wait for the breakfast to be served before going towards the summit. After an hour, a male attendant came into the lodge with a catered breakfast for the guests. The two male climbers told the attendant what had happened to their companion last night while having their breakfast. Just then, a bewildered attendant asked them,
The female attendant, there's no attendant assigned to stay in the lodge overnight. We will only come in first thing in the morning.
The two guys were taken aback and roughly described the female attendant they saw accompanying their friend down the mountain. After a prolonged moment of forced silence, the male attendant then responded,
I think the person you described is a ghost. That is the lady climber that died of asthma years ago.
The two guys immediately left the lodge and made a frantic climb down, hoping to find their female companions. After a brisk hike of about half hour, they finally found the girls near a dangerous cliff, crying hysterically and trembling in extreme fear. The guys then precariously supported their distraught companions to finish the climb down. However, in their collective frantic state, they somehow lost A, as both guys had lost track of who was supporting her. Eventually, they finished their descent. They sent B to a nearby infirmary and requested for aid to search for their missing friend A. A day later, B regained enough composure to tell everyone what had happened.
We were climbing down with the female attendant at our rear. Before we knew it, we were at this bend with a cliff hanging at the side. Suddenly, we heard an angry howl at our back. Before we could turn around to check, someone had pushed A down the cliff. I lost it at that moment and couldn't even remember when you guys came to save me.
On the same day, the rescue team found the body of A at the foot of the cliff where they found B. The end. Alright, we are back. So how was the story?
Well, let's just say that it is a very familiar story, not just because I've heard it so many times, but this is what happens on the mountains. I don't mean people having hallucinations. What I mean is the scenario describes exactly how we approach mountaineering, how we stay at lodges, and so on and so forth. So it's quite harrowing to listen to it that way.
So this might be a true story or might not be a true story, but Taiwan is as I mentioned inside the story, is a country full of peaks. So there are a lot of climbers. So
A lot of
Highly, highly
so next
mountainous.
time,
Some of the most
you all can.
famous ones, like Alishan and all that.
Oh, I went Alishan.
I've never. How was it?
We didn't climb up. We took my car up there. It was really really cold. It was really, really cold. The cold is like an icicle that stabbed at your spine. The kind of cold at night. So we weren't prepared for that kind of cold at night. Yeah. So
So earlier you mentioned one of the things that was mentioned in the story was that it is at an elevation, at an altitude of about 3,000.
all the peaks are
You said
above
that?
3,000 meters.
Yes. Do we have a firm number on what that elevation was in this story? Do we know how high
Because
it
they
was?
never
How high were they?
specified because the lodge is still not to the summit. Usually it should be some distance away from the summit, if I'm not wrong.
Yes,
But
but
it did mention that the lady got hypothermia. Hypothermia.
While sleeping, yeah.
So does hypothermia give you any delusional effect?
Hypothermia.
I'm asking.
Yeah.
I will ask
Yeah.
Sonia about it.
Does hypothermia give you any sort of delusion?
it sounds more like acute mountain sickness, actually, AMS. It is an altitude-based symptom. Having hallucinations, feeling breathless, palpitations, headaches, they all are actually recorded symptoms of altitude sickness. So when you go above 2,500 meters above sea level in the mountains, this thinness of the air, oxygen levels have diminished. So because of that, different people have different symptoms, and one of them actually is hallucinations. So as I was listening to the story, it brought me back to how I would tell people about AMS, what to look out for, and it sounds exactly like that. Am I debunking this too early in the story? I don't know. If you want to talk about other things, we can, but it sounded to me very much like an
using
episode
a
of
scientific
AMS.
point of view, it also sounds to me,
Yes.
like
Yes.
Yep, but another point is that I think his colleague or the other climber get to know that there's no female attendant.
So
Yeah.
that's the curious part. And the guys actually saw the female attendant as well. So it's a collective mountain delusion. You know?
A total group delusion, is it? Now you can buy it in a bundle set. Everybody gets
it,
the
lah.
delusion.
You get it, I get it, everybody in the audience get it. But yeah. So
I mean, that's what it sounded like to me. But yes, like what CiCi said, they all had the same delusion. So it's not like we've never heard stories up in the mountains. And I mean, if we start talking about our own personal experiences up there,
so
is that where we move to next?
yeah, I mean, we have talked about the Urbex side of your activities. So today we'll concentrate a bit more on the mountain climbing side, like what intrigued you guys of going up elevation, about conquering mountains, about challenging yourself above sea levels. Maybe Sonia will start first because Sonia has more experience in that.
Yes, it's very interesting that we're talking about mountaineering in relation to the supernatural, because you are going into places where it is high energy, high natural energy, and many of these places are worshipped to a certain degree. Like there are certain trails that are for pilgrimages up in the mountains. So the question then becomes, why do people go up into the mountains to seek solace, such solace? Is it because we're higher up, therefore closer to God? Or are these places where a certain type of energy concentrates? So these are the questions that I have, and questions that I'd like to put forth to you as well. Why do you think people go up into the mountains in the first place?
You're asking us.
Are they seeking? Yes, like we hear of all these different people going into the mountains with different intentions. But let's talk about that. Let's discuss that. Why do you think people go up into the mountains? I'd like to know what you think.
Before the Instagram era or the social media era, there are really that the people who want to challenge themselves, climbing up mountains and you know and accomplish something in their life. But it's used to be quite not an easy kind of to get like you plan to go to the base camp, for example, Everest or something. Yeah, it wasn't that easy. You need to have a lot of sponsor. If I'm not wrong in the past, but now it's like it's much easier for social climbers. Of course, you have to train yourself to go up the mountains. Yeah. Then
Yes. So what you think is that people who do this, it's more like a personal challenge. It's a physical
correct.
challenge to prove to themselves that they can do this,
Yeah.
right?
And I also feel that it wasn't such a massive kind of fad. There wasn't like a big fad of people like want to climb mountains as compared to nowadays. Do you feel that way?
Well, with the advent of social media and how people can share, right? Yeah, we see more and more of it now. There could have been the same numbers, but
Okay.
we wouldn't have known because we didn't have a point of comparison then and now because of the lack of documentation. Now we can see it all over the place. But so that's one reason. I would like to hear what CiCi has to say about why do you think people climb?
Why do people climb?
Yeah.
Why do
Now,
I
why do
climb?
you climb? Why
Okay,
do
let's
you
ask
climb?
you. Why do you climb?
No, because every place is not the same. It's like totally different scenario, different scenery. So I think to experience places like this is one in a lifetime for me. To be there, to witness it in front of my eyes, rather than watching through the screen of the YT all and being poisoned by someone.
Hey, I can again. So if he points, right? If he points wherever it is I am, I have no idea what the configuration is going to be like when you put all this together. But if he points to the top, that means you got to put me on top.
So CiCi,
Okay. So thanks for sharing. What your reasons are or what you think. For me,
what do you
mountain climbing is actually a spiritual thing. Spiritual because you truly are exposed to all the elements, and it is an environment where you may not come back from. So if you're going to be spending your last moments doing what you love in a place with this much beauty, with this much energy, it becomes a very spiritual event. So there are people that perform pilgrimages and stuff, go up into the mountains because of the older shrines. Then I am forced to ask, what made these saints retreat to caves in the mountains in the first place? So for me, there's a very spiritual reason why some do that. Some go up into the mountains, and that's what it is for me. A very spiritual thing.
When you say about spiritual thing, because Singapore, as you know, is not there's no mountain. Hills also quite, not so so tall. Then it's like when Singaporeans envision themselves climbing these mountains, it's like as you say, it's a spiritual. Like when you're up there, you are with yourself, and things are much clearer to yourself. What you're gonna do next in your life, that kind of thing. Do you feel that way?
Yes, it's life changing. I had a conversation once. I come into contact with a lot of people, and for the people that follow me up mountains, well, someone actually told me that it was a life-changing experience for him climbing Kilimanjaro, and that's why you are forced into situations that it's not daily life. Daily life is go to work, come back, but when you're put into situations where it's such a stark difference, then it does force you to look at things from a very different perspective. And like what CiCi was saying, when you're surrounded by all of that, it changes you. It changes your lens even.
Yeah. But even CiCi point of view is a bit more on the social media side as well. I mean, in terms of capturing beautiful pictures in a mind, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
So but still, it's not an easy task. You got to train, you got to acclimatize to the
Yes, correct.
environment, and you got to anticipate all the different type of challenges. Even not the highest mountain you're gonna climb, there are a lot of challenges as well. Like
Oh yes,
acute mountain.
we aside from some of the physical or even the physiological things that can happen to you on the mountains, we cannot ever discount what could happen to you in a spiritual, supernatural manner. Oh, you cannot discount that. And like we've been out there, even just regular trails in Singapore. If you don't train for those, yeah, but that's your physical sense. But if you're not strong enough, from a mental standpoint, that can affect your performance out there too. Because we've talked about this before, how it skirts the supernatural because of the things that are also out there, right? Are we alone? Are we not?
So with regards to that, have you any experience through your climbs or stories you have heard from your climbs with regards to paranormal or supernatural side of things?
Yeah, even
So I
local
think
trails in
for mountain
Singapore.
is mostly spiritual. Yeah. Because a lot of myth or legends that people been going to cave that being done as a meditation, black magics being performed in all the caves, some of the caves. So people tend to go to this kind of place. Even higher elevation also, they tend to go to this place to feel the aura down there, the vibes.
So when they go up the caves so do they like create a zone for themselves and they forbid people to enter this, or like if you enter their sacred ground and gonna experience some repercussion, that kind of thing? Is there any folklore with regard to this, or when you go to the caves you start to see the rituals that he had done, that kind of thing? I mean,
Because like for myself, I think I've been to Pulau Besar where we went to this Gua Yunus. It's a Yunus cave, like they call it. So it's been said that this particular person did some meditation down there. So we did went at night to have the kind of vibes, to feel the vibes down there.
so,
Lah. But the vibe is totally off track down there.
no, but do you feel any vibes that sure will have
Yeah,
something left?
it's
So the person has been there,
correct.
have left the place for a very long time.
Left the place for quite long
Okay,
time ago. But it's been a popular place.
Where's this place again?
Malacca, Pulau
Okay,
Besar.
okay. How about Sonia? Do you have any experience?
Yes. When I used to hike in Malaysia a lot more, I have been to several places where a saint or a holy man was said to be buried in a cave formation. We didn't spend a lot of time there, but that little was enough for me to have a feel for the atmosphere. And this is something that I believe, when people go to places like that and pay respects or pray, and you give belief, you are actually giving it life. You are giving, I don't know how to say it any other way. whatever it is that they believe in and whatever they're praying to, that belief gives it life.
The
So
mountain spirits.
spirit, if we want to call it, the grave, uh, whoever was buried there, the holy man, you know, in belief, we give power to the thing, entity, whatever. So in that, you could feel the vibe of it because you can see that there are offerings. People still walk there, go to this cave, pay their respects, and so on and so forth. Anything else strange about that particular place? No, but it just goes to show you it is still practiced to this day. It exists, and you can find it if you search it out.
So just to
These
clarify,
kinds of
people
caves and
who live
shrines.
at the foot of the mountain actually climb up to the caves to pray to the burial ground of this holy man.
Sometimes, yes. And not just people that live there, even outsiders from further away may come. Uh, you know, these,
Pilgrimage.
and not just to meditate, right, CiCi? They would do other things
Yeah.
too.
Okay.
What else would they do, yeah?
Is I mean in is it Bhutan or
Mostly some of them
Nepal?
asking for goodwill.
Sorry.
They
Some of
like
them
they
maybe asking for goodwill.
Yes.
Some to have babies.
But foreign, you say not just even locals, so people from afar
well,
actually come.
yes,
Wow. Oh,
yes. So if they know that that these caves exist, if they know that they hold some special power, yes, people will come from far and wide because belief is a very strong thing. It that conviction that something else is able to help me. Now, when you're at your wit's end and nothing you do in this worldly realm helps, then you're going to turn to other sources, right, and other avenues. So when you go to places like that, it's very common to see. And that's just in Malaysia. I've been to places in India, and these are not the touristy spiritual spots. This is in South India, South Tamil Nadu. In fact, it's called Kolli Hills, and we were hiking down a ravine, not a ravine, a valley. We were hiking down a valley. We came to the bottom of it, and I could feel how the atmosphere had suddenly changed. It got very heavy and just overall gloomy as well. And at the bottom of the valley was this massive cave formation with a lot of idols. And I had someone with me at that time, and I had asked him, and he's a little bit more well versed in this field. And he explained to me, oh, the energy here is not good. This is not a good shrine. It is to something that's bad.
okay.
So people actually
So
pray to that other side too.
this is example from India. We have example from Malaysia, and I have got many example from Taiwan. So across Asia, this is a phenomenon that is, even though we don't share the same language or whatever, but you can see that practices of such belief is synonymous across the whole place, right? Yeah.
Yes, I think mysticism exists in all these different countries. How they present may be slightly different because that's influenced by culture, by heritage, as well as religion. But mysticism across the board does
And
exist.
mountain itself is like it's a natural. I mean, if you study geography, it's a natural formation through titanic plate, whatever. But to people, it is it's like a mystical being. Wouldn't you say that? Yeah. So as you said, every time you climb up, you will experience something different. Yeah.
Oh yes,
So
it's not just about the climb.
what would be your target for the highest mountain that you want to climb for both of you guys? I mean, at this point of time, you know.
Let me try Rinjani
Okay.
first.
How high is Rinjani?
3276.
327 is like as high as the one of the story 3,000 meters.
It's the third highest in Indonesia. Am I right, Sonia?
Third highest.
I don't know. I'm asking the expert here.
But above 3,000 is yeah.
So just as we were talking earlier about that story, that Taiwanese story where we were saying, could one of the possibilities be hallucinations caused by AMS? That is something that we have to manage as well as we climb. And this trip that we're taking has got 9 participants, and it is something that we're all going to have to watch out for each other. I recently shared something on one of my social media platforms, and it talked about a lady that was separated from the group and got lost. Now, getting lost is actually quite a common occurrence in many hikes that I've heard of and hikes that I've been on myself. Then the question becomes, were their eyes covered, or could it be something that we can manage, just like AMS? Anything above 2005, we start paying attention to AMS symptoms. So Rinjani is coming up. That's something we're going to do. That's one of CiCi's big bucket list things. For me,
I don't have any bucket list.
I think you'll get a kick out of it after the end of it, then you want to challenge yourself even more.
yes, oh, for sure, because it's very addictive. And having that experience is so special. You may not understand it now until you've actually done it, and when you're up there on the mountain and you have this journey. It's a very internal journey, but once you have that journey, you will seek it again and again and again. Call it a madness, but it's a very healthy
Climbers
madness.
high, maybe. Yeah.
Climbers high.
Come back to the story again. I think for mountain, we need to respect the mountain itself.
Yes.
Maybe there's another story about this lady who did something wrong. We might not know.
Oh, the lady that
So there's
got
yeah.
yeah.
Because there's, contextual information that is not included, right? We don't know. Yeah. So what we have is just the story as is. But if we were to speculate, I completely agree with CiCi at how you must respect the mountain in the sense that this is something that's been there far longer than we have been alive, for millennia even. So if you do not respect the power of this mountain and what else lives there, I'm not just talking about the animals or the other things that could possibly occupy that space. I have an interesting story about that actually, and it is on Mount Gunung Ledang. Gunung
Where is it?
Ledang. We were recently there, CiCi and I, with a group, and
You or me? You heard somebody call you?
Oh, wow.
Am I
Okay.
right? When I smell something sweet on the certain place, then I think Sonia got called by someone.
we were descending already, and it was starting to get a bit dark. And climbing Mount Ledang, Gunung Ledang, is not an easy feat because it's one of the tougher trails, and we were already descending. However, the surrounding was starting to darken, and CiCi was walking ahead, and he could smell something sweet, and I was just slightly behind him, and I thought I heard someone call my name. I know better to respond because of my own personal experiences and the information that I have at hand, what to do, what not to do in a physical realm as well as the other. So I didn't respond because if I had responded, I'm not sure what could possibly have happened. But I ignored it. But when I caught up to CiCi, I told him, I said, "Did you call me?" He said, "No, I'm ahead of you." I said, "Well, someone called my name and it came from that particular spot." And he said,
That's where
when I walked past there, that's where that sweet clawing smell was.
Wow.
So as I'm recounting this, my hair is all standing.
So it's a guy's voice.
It actually was female,
Wow. Okay.
but sometimes you can't quite make it out.
Okay. I mean, in future episode, I will share with you guys more on this. Taiwanese, there's two big supernatural kind of mountain spirit story. One is
Yeah.
the red, the girl in
Little
the
girl.
red dress. 红衣小女孩. Yeah.
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 That
Another
one.
one
That one I think
made into movie.
they captured.
Yes, the video. Yeah.
Yeah. They captured the
Yeah.
video
But that
also, I
one,
think.
it's not really a high climb. Um, it's just a family trip who went up a gentle mountain, that kind of thing. Then they captured in the video. So this girl,
I think one.
this girl, they call it the Taiwanese call it Mosinya. It's like Mosinya. It's like they call it mountain spirits lah.
Skinwalker.
Then there's another one, a tree guy in like a yellow poncho, yellow color poncho. They call it the. Okay, this mountain is the one of the highest. I think that's the picture that I shared just now in the story. It's called Yushan. Means it's a jade mountain. It's the highest out of these 100 mountains. So many people have saw this tree guy in yellow poncho. They call it the Huang Yi Xiao Face. Yeah.
So that means if I ever go hike or climb in Taiwan, I cannot wear my yellow poncho lah.
You buy
Then
another
I'll be
colour
mistaken
lah,
as
you
one of
buy-
these.
Yellow poncho, red poncho. No.
No, if you don't go with me lah, you go with me, it will start to rain. Yeah.
Start to rain.
Yeah. So yeah, a lot of interesting stories we will hear. With regards
Oh,
to
we could
mountain.
talk about mountain stories and stories out in nature because of what we do. Right? You can go on and on.
Yeah.
That in itself can be a special.
Yeah.
Good God.
If anybody who have any interest with more of these stories about mountain climbing or want to know more,
Please say so in the
Yeah, in the
comments if you
chat,
want to hear more about
leave
this
a comment.
stuff.
Yes,
Yeah.
Sonia and CiCi will be able to share with us in the future. I also can go and collect more stories, not just from Taiwan, maybe from Japan as well. Yeah. So as you said, today we film, tomorrow you'll be doing a training climb at JB, Johor. Yeah. Then next week you all go climb Rinjani in Indonesia. So please share some photos when you're back and have a safe climb. Yeah.
Actually, what you want to wish for us is to have some other kind of experience.
Yeah.
So that we come back with stories for you.
The stories is the most important. Yeah. Even if it's like there's a scientific backing with all these stories, it will be interesting to hear what at that point of time you experience. Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Let's see. Let's get back first, and then we can share.
Okay, so as we mentioned in the previous episode, you will share with us some of the Weekend Wanderers Urbex experience. Yeah, so I was wondering what we will be sharing this episode. A past Urbex adventure you have experienced, whether it's local or within the region.
But currently, I think we are a bit low down on our texting because we are now concentrating more on our trainings for mountains. But hopefully, I think in coming months we will start back our
Okay.
yeah. We will try to compile, research everything to do because everything you need a lot of research to do.
Any
Yes.
targets in mind?
Malaysia.
Sorry?
Malaysia.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, but just a little bit of a snippet of information. When we are in Lombok, where Rinjani is, we are actually hoping to urbex a little bit. But as what Chichi had said, we there's a lot of preparation that goes into any one of these excursions. It's not just let's go and heck care whatever dangers there are there. We do our reading up. We need to see and keep ourselves and our teammates safe before we go in. Unlike what many people are doing nowadays, they just go, they spout a lot of misinformation, and that's, to me, not the right way, right? So let's see if we can come up with something for that. But as you mentioned, a past urbex that I feel pretty good to talk about, Chichi, when we were in Batam, and there was that one industrial building with the drug addicts
Mhm.
on that first floor.
Yeah, you found a voodoo kind of thing.
There was
Yeah.
a little doll, and this was up on the top floor of an incomplete building. I think it was a commercial building, never made it past its foundation stages, and it has a lot of graffiti in it, and the homeless had made it a shelter, and drug abusers too, because you can see stuff that's around. So we knew a little bit about the building, not enough to come to any conclusions like who the developer was, why it was built in the first place, just that it was abandoned. And in walking it, we are together. At no point was I ever alone because there are homeless people in there. We went right up to the top where I found a little voodoo doll.
Wow.
And the minute I saw it, I knew what it was. Not because it looks like a traditional voodoo doll, it's just. And of course, I called CiCi over and I pointed it out to him, and he was like, "Don't touch
Yeah.
it." But I don't touch it, never mind. He will touch it.
So did he touch it?
I have pictures of this thing. I'll share it with
Okay.
you, and it may be something that you.
So okay, you were
Yeah.
mentioning the building is now occupied with homeless people, drug addicts.
Homeless. Yes, they.
Yeah.
Homeless.
So when you
You never thought that there's a few of homeless people just sleeping down there.
so did you what time of the day do you all went to explore this?
What
What
kind of
time of the day do you explore this
I think
daytime?
we went in the daytime.
So there wasn't any.
The one before we go back to
You need
Singapore.
to seek and
Am I right?
do you need to seek any
Yeah, that last
permission
day.
for the exploration?
Because
No.
it's open without
No
any
fence.
board. Yeah.
But you know that
There's no barricades, nothing.
you know that it's occupied by these people who are not in the right frame of mind. There's this impending danger that, or you all knew that it's now vacated.
No, we knew of this place from a local.
Okay.
So we had some local knowledge about it. Because we have an interest in urbexing, the local that we spoke to, she had told us about this place, and so we have that little bit of local information. It's easy to get in and out. It's not barricaded, not boarded up in any way. You just walk right in. Did we know that there are homeless people in there? No, it wasn't until we got
Wow.
there. So I'm glad I wasn't solo. CiCi goes solo everywhere, but I did not feel safe. So I was very glad to have the two boys with me.
Yeah,
And then
Yeah.
yes,
Okay, that's
yeah.
a lot of urbex. The most dangerous urbex videos shared on YouTube is not of the supernatural kind. It's the homeless people,
It's people.
and you don't know. And you say drug addicts, you don't know what the frame of mind these people are, how armed they.
Usually not in the
Yeah.
right frame of mind. And look, if you look like you have money or belongings on you that they can steal or benefit from, they can easily overpower you as more than one person,
Yes.
right? So that is one of the dangers of urbexing and why you should never go alone. Of course, this does not apply to CiCi.
But CiCi though, usually more the nature side lah. But even nature side, very hard to tell. People might be just.
No, it's like across of the fields. He will.
I will join them.
Wow. Okay.
Yes, so this was quite a memorable one, and I thought it was worth mentioning since you asked about an urbex. So we haven't talked about this one, but going to the top. So when we went to the top, the stairs aren't even complete; they're just concrete stairs, no sides. It's all entirely unfinished. It's just cement, and we
Even
walked
with holes in the wall.
holes in the ground, so you have
Yeah.
to watch your step. But we made our way to the very top, and I'm very glad to have CiCi as a partner because he knows certain things draw me to it. And when I am,
Yeah.
When I
She
am-
was already at the edge of the top of the building,
Wow. the
and I keep calling her, come, don't stand there. She just stay there.
Were you taking
doing
picture or?
nothing, looking far away? No, she just dazed herself down there.
Goodness.
Don't know what happened to her. So I have to go towards her, pull her out. This woman.
It's just one of those things. I'm attracted to certain things, and
And that's where you found the
seems like standing.
voodoo doll. Is that same?
Yes, it
No,
was on the
it's-
same floor.
Yeah.
So that floor itself, there's a vibe. I would say.
Very, very big vibe. I was attracted to the doll. And this is not the first time this has happened. We'll talk about that next time. There are so many other instances that we
Yeah.
can talk about. But this particular one, I do want to highlight the dangers of urbexing, why you never go alone. And in this case, I go with people I trust, people that have my back, people like CiCi and Yat, And we spoke about this that last episode as well, urbexing. Then this time we're talking about mountains, but
It's the same concept.
yeah. So
Yeah, no matter what, for me, it's like if even you go for urbexing or mountain climbing, respect
Correct.
need to be given.
Yeah.
to the places that you're in. Very
Yes.
much so, yes. So do not, if you're going to mountains in Malaysia, especially pork, because it's a Muslim country, don't bring pork into the mountains. Respect the local law as well. Hey, excuse me. Oh my. No comment.
I think something
But-
with left unexplained is better. But
But
yes, please go.
you have to. I'd like to expand a little bit on what Chichi just said about respecting the mountain. You also respect the local law and practices of that area, not just the mountain per se, but the do's and the don'ts. They vary from place to place. So having some knowledge about that is good. Go with people who know what they're doing. Go with people who show the same respect, because then they can lead you down that safer path.
Then if you go as a team, I think everybody must have the same objective, the same frame of mind. Would you say so? Instead of everybody have their own objective, their own things that they want to accomplish, even at expense of the safety of your teammates. Do you feel that is very important? I mean, sometimes your expedition is not always with the same group of people, right? Yeah, it might be like
No, but I think that's where okay, so everybody has different ways of doing things. My way may be very different from somebody else's. My way is to always align everybody to a common goal. So we have things like briefings, and you show people the map where they're going to walk, so that it is very clear what we're about to do. And also have emergency procedures if anybody were to get separated from the group. What do? You stay put. You don't move. The more you move, the further away you get. This is one of the things that we had just a huge discussion over. There were 80 comments under this post that I did. And coincidentally, before my friend was involved in this incident, CiCi and I were talking about the very same thing. What was it, CiCi? What was the case?
In regards that the fastest hiker the fastest hiker just leave the weaker one. When you go in a group, you have to go in groups. This is my kind of point. You don't leave the weaker one behind without. I think their objective is to reach the summit as fast as they can, without thinking about who they bring.
But
it's ego.
No, but the thing is that the people who are leading the hike is experienced hiker who have climbed this mountain before or something.
They were guided,
Yeah.
so they had professional guides. Yes, so there is legislation around hiking, climbing, mountaineering. There is a certain amount of legislation, and in certain places in Malaysia, each state requires you to hire local guides before you can even go into the forest. And that's probably because there are so many people that get lost, they're sick and tired of it. It's mandatory that you hire a local guide. Now, and yet, even with professional guides, people still get lost. Why? Because you have egomaniacs that want to reach the summit first without waiting for the weaker ones at the back. Now, aside from ego, what about safety? How about think about safety in numbers? If all of you stick together and work together, not just camaraderie, what else forms is I'm looking out for you, you're looking out for me, and then we're all safe. So I've just heard too many stories where people get separated, then they end up getting lost. Whether their eyes are closed or they enter another realm, who's to say and who's to know? But if all of you stick together, how can all of you get lost at the same time?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So
Because for me, there's is in the mountain. It's not just a straight path.
Yeah.
There will be diversion. So somebody need to wait at the certain point of
Yes.
place rather than they just leave it.
So in this case, this lady, she was like fallen behind, because I also read she hurt her knees twice in the same trip. Then she's struggling with another lady. Then
Yes.
so obviously they got a guide. Then the people who are the experienced hikers, obviously, it's a group that are not a collective kind of a strong group thing. It's like everybody just
It's like every for themselves.
everybody for
It was
themselves. So
everyone for themselves.
maybe that's why they don't really even care if the two of them just maroon behind, that kind of thing, which is very, very sad in this side.
It's extremely irresponsible. There were so many lapses in that case. I mean, I can go on and on about it coming from an organizer's point of view. But as a participant, if I were treated that way, I would be pissed as hell.
Yeah,
You
just
know,
spread the words.
Yeah, the way it was managed, and I mean, my friend has removed that post,
Oh.
unfortunately.
Oh, it's your friend
Yeah, she's
herself.
removed.
Yeah,
I know
okay.
her. She's a personal
Yeah.
friend, and I reached out to her, and she's said that she will now come with me. So that's a good thing, because I don't do things that way. But yeah, to each his or her own. And I guess you have to experience something before you realize.
Find the right people. Look for the right people. Maybe next time when you talk to her, see why did she join this group and how did she know of this group, that kind of thing. Yeah.
I mean, there's no harm in going with anybody until you find like-minded people. And then once you find your like-minded group, very seldom you will leave it because you find a
Alright.
fit,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So I kind of guess that's why I follow CiCi everywhere.
Huh?
But Chichi got the wandering kind of thing that
Wandering
wandering
spirit.
spirit that he need to sometime for his own sake.
What was it? The hashtag?
Where's Chichi?
Where is it?
All right. Okay.
Speaking of which, I missed that show.
Yeah, it's been. But I think after the climbs, I suppose the live stream.
Don't be surprised, okay? I'm gonna live stream myself on the mountain, asking. I bet you. I look around. Where is CiCi? Disappear on the
Depends on
mountain.
the reception.
Trying one
Depends on
corner.
reception. Yeah. Yeah, looking forward to
Yeah, but maybe in Lombok after
Lombok, maybe.
we
Maybe
will
can
do- we
Lombok.
will try to do
The
live.
reception should be
Yeah.
Yes. So look out for that. We may have a special Where is CiCi episode where, as usual, I get stuck behind in a room because I'm not allowed out there while CiCi Castello goes solo. Where is CiCi?
Yeah. Looking forward to that. Okay. Next segment. I'll share some news articles with regards to hiking and some very sad cases lah. Yeah. But some are quite funny. Okay. Let me share.
Yeah, Chinese climber stuck on cliff for
Yeah.
more than an hour due to overcrowding. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
This one is they went for Fakata.
This is okay. China, I think not 1 or 2 weeks ago they have their Golden Week, so people go all around China, and like this is one of the activities they do lah. Maybe for Instagram or something. Maybe today Instagram in China. I don't know.
We can see JDC shaking his head like this, you see.
So
Yeah, you all can't see this, right? But the rest of us behind the scenes, we can see him do this.
so imagine you are climbing this mountain and you can't even move, and you don't know who is moving next.
Okay, that's a really
And that's
dangerous
dangerous.
situation and very, very
I mean,
precarious.
there are people who rent them the helmets and all the harnesses. They should know the people who they try to exploit as much. I mean, they try to earn as much, so they put everybody up there without regulating the human traffic. This is what happened, right?
The numbers. So I've done a Via Ferrata, and this was up in Mount Kinabalu. It is it is supposed to be heavily regulated, where a certain number of people are allowed in any one section at only a specific time. Clearly, there is a very big breach in that. So I can tell you what's about to happen here, okay? Because they are harnessed in, you can't fall off. But it is extremely tiring to be in that position, holding on, and all of your weight and blood pools down on your feet. You've got very little space to stand on. So that's very tiring. And if somebody were to faint, collapse, or lose consciousness, can you imagine launching a rescue in that?
A lot of people have to. A lot of answers have. A lot of people have to answer for what is. I mean, people will make noise.
And you know what's going to happen, right? If any of them die, right, then the place becomes haunted. Then we have another story.
Yeah, don't send me there.
The haunted Ferrata.
Don't send me there, please. No, but
but sometimes I wonder also. Some people who are afraid of height, they still want to go to this kind of activities. When they are halfway, they still cannot move. Then it will be like making the line getting longer and longer.
Bottleneck.
This is what I'm thinking. Why this thing?
Bottlenecking.
Yeah, it's a very possible. It's a possibility. Somebody froze, cannot move, and then everybody is stuck.
So I would say I'm not into this kind of activity as well. I don't think I will help out people, that kind of thing. I tried abseiling before and I just froze it there. So yeah, if you're like me, please go for less.
Come for our training.
Not even just
and our less.
And don't go and.
Oh, this is where we advertise all our activities.
Yeah.
At this juncture.
Okay.
Come for our training so that you can overcome your fear, be physically fit, train for the mountains, and
come to my night walk so you can see.
CiCi's advertising is different.
But in this case, I don't think it's about training. Everything is about patience and not get.
Conquering.
Yeah, it's like if you're stuck at this position with I will go crazy. It's like the movie 127 Hours. The guy just stuck there. That.
Oh
that's more extreme lah. But in this case, like you start to flash that kind of movie. Yeah,
your
flash
life
before you.
flashes
Yes,
before you.
I tell you, you're never gonna climb again. All right, next story. Chinese tourist dies in plunge from cliff while posing for photo next to a famous tree at Indonesian volcano. So this couple.
Oh, this was a recent case.
Yeah. So a couple visited the Ijen volcano park to see the famous blue fire and watch sunrise. So the husband take photo as the wife's dress got caught and she plummets 75 meters. I think they even show the rescue. Yeah. So that's a very sad, tragic case lah. So this is about taking photos while you are up at the mountain. I mean, everybody want to take a nice photo, but safety really, please. In this case, it's a couple. You got to look after each other, and that's your wife, just to take a.
Now I wonder though, like if anybody else goes to that tree to take a picture, will they hear a woman weeping? Will her?
I think the tree already they barricade. No one supposed to be near the tree.
Wow. So.
Yeah.
So now we need to go there and conduct investigation, CiCi. Go there and then maybe listen. Are we going to hear someone crying?
Maybe the ghost will say, "Oh, my dress got stuck."
Very unfortunate.
But it's a tragic.
Because that's what happened, right? She tripped over her dress.
This remind me of a very similar story. Hang on, which I also shared.
From what I know, she tripped on her own dress when she tried to step behind near to the edge, I
Oh.
think.
Yeah, you heard about this bikini
And-
hiker from Taiwan? This one is not fall lah, but she freeze to death. This
I mean-
happened 2019. Also, same thing. She like to wear bikini on the top of mountains. Then she got
Yeah,
hypothermia.
because like what you said, right? With social media and how you grab
media, yeah.
attention is you end up doing more and more ridiculous things to get attention, so that more eyes are on you. So if you do something controversial like this, who wears a bikini up there, right? Well, she does, and you expect, oh, look at that. None of you can see this, but JDC is doing his thumbs up.
That's why I say you go to this kind of mountain. respect
Yeah,
the
this is
mountain.
especially in Southeast Asia, especially don't do this kind of don't pull such a gimmick. Be respectful, especially like Thailand and all this, right? Yeah,
Now, even if she was wearing a woolen bikini, she would still freeze everything else off. My God.
but this is a strange case because she has done it many times. And
Do we have a little bit more information about where she was, how high she was,
let
etc.?
me see. Okay. Found it after falling. Oh, she fell, falling more than 65.
There we go.
But she said before that she suffered from hypothermia. Oh, believed to have died from hypothermia as temperatures plummeted to around 3.5 degrees while she was trapped in. Oh, she fell and she trapped in the mountain while she was wearing bikini and taking a photo. Then, from what I know, she always went up alone. Same thing lah. Go alone and take picture without, at least you have somebody. But in this case, if there's someone like the husband in the previous case, I think it's over quite difficult. At least rescue will be.
So if different. Each situation is different, and each problem on that mountain is also different, handled differently, presents differently. So in this particular case, I mean, unfortunately, if it's going to be that cold and all you're wearing is a bikini, then
Of course, there's
yes,
she on a highway to whatever.
unfortunate, very, very unfortunate.
She claimed she spent a total of 127 days. Oh, I thought she spent 127 days trapped in the mountain like that case. No,
Forest.
she traveled throughout 2018 hiking on mountains. So she has experience lah. Just that you never know, one of these days things will catch up on you. Yeah. So
I mean, admirable hiking that long, that much, but what is the intention of wearing a bikini on it? It's pure attention, isn't it? You get lots and lots of comments, lots of eyes on you. It's for attention, unfortunately.
correct.
So again, disrespectful, as what CiCi had said earlier.
Yeah.
Do you know that in Indonesia, places like there are certain mountains you can't even climb, or the local governors had stopped giving out permits and not allowed people to climb because there was so much disrespect in the mountains.
Okay.
And they felt as if it was
I think not even in Indonesia. I think right now in Japan
Yes.
also they
The Shizuoka tourists were like, I don't know what they did, but they caused a lot of wreck.
no, they damage all the trees, like forcefully
So
pull the branch to make the petal of the
the sakura
flowers
tree,
drop.
is it? Yeah.
The sakura,
So-
yes.
Okay, truth to be said, for myself, I love to go Japan. I've been to Japan like at least 12 times in my lifetime. So even before they open up, I was like, saving every
Japan-
cent, every dollar to go Japan. But the last,
Japan is one of my bucket
it's nowadays
me
it's
too. I've never been.
yeah, it's not difficult. But the thing is that not even after this COVID period, before the COVID period, the last time I went with my family, I can feel that the tourists are invading a lot. Like the ancient city of Kyoto, you can see people are there. I won't say desecrating the place or whatever, but I just don't feel right. I can feel that the local are trying their best to provide their good service all the time, but I just feel like it's getting very crowded, and it's difficult for the people there. And when you get young people, young foreign people come in, they start to get rowdy. Alcohol is available, and it gets. I can imagine why local authorities start to clamp down with a lot of this thing, like the Shizuoka case. Yeah.
It is complete and total disrespect for the environment, for the place that you're in.
Then you're not leaving anything good for the
When you're
people who are coming
misbehaving.
later, right? Yeah.
Correct.
Nowadays, it'll take a lot for me to want to go back again. Seriously.
Let's go.
Okay,
let's go.
Ken. Okay.
We go to
That
the
was-
suicide bombers.
First he says, "Oh, I don't want to go," and then the next, "Let's go."
No,
Let's
you
do
mean
this.
me or CiCi?
You
Me,
lah.
Okay, now there's
Plus Chichi.
hikers dies after falling off a cliff in the Blue Mountains. Blue Mountains is Australia. So, yeah, New South Wales near Mount, or somewhere near Joe lah. Maybe not the New South Wales, not so near. Sorry.
It's on the other
Yeah.
coast.
So I think he went the climb alone, so he lost his footing and fell. It was very sad. Yeah.
So, and this is how you end up with all these different ghost stories that come out of mountainous areas, and people see figures, shadowy figures.
Yeah.
It's because of all these accidents lah. So now this is the origin story.
And-
how all of these.
At this point, I would not think about the supernatural side. I'm more thinking about the human side of how people.
Survival.
Yeah. People lost. His young chap lost his life through doing something. At least he's doing something he liked. He loved lah. Because I have a friend whose father also passed away from hiking as well. Yeah. Some time ago.
Due to
Was it due to?
Due to, I can't remember, it's an accident. I think same thing. I lost footing, and and he went alone. I think a decade ago, a Japanese friend. Okay, my last one. Hang on. This one very close to our heart.
so all of this about going alone means I cannot go alone.
You have to live stream lah. Then we will look out for you. Don't worry. Yeah, this talking about traveling alone. This very sad case. This Singaporean lady got killed in Spain. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this, I remember after this case came out, there was some Channel News Asia was saying something about traveling alone. What kind of precautions, especially for ladies, what kind of precaution you need to take. So in that case, maybe Sonia would like to share. I mean, you do travel alone a lot of time, right? Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah,
yes.
so-
Sometimes yes. The precautions that we have to take is always check in and update the people that care for you, that are concerned about your safety, can continually check in. So communication lines should always remain open. You should be contactable at all times, and even if you can turn on location services on your phone, or if you carry an air tag, stuff like that, just so that people know where you are, and updating your location.
Yeah.
Having more than one person know what your itinerary is. Yes, and I think buying travel insurance is number one, because you can never tell. Even if nothing happens to you at the hand of someone, accidents do occur, as we've just found out, And if you are able to get help, then you don't want to be in a position where you're alive but unable to pay for your medical bills.
Yes. Yeah.
So-
Medical, like especially when you're overseas and you experience something like even contracting COVID is a big. There was this case.
Oh yes, it's going to be a financial
The
drain.
lady, this is during the pandemic. This couple went to Germany the lady contracted illness, but because of the pandemic in Germany, they don't want to admit foreigners, so she died overseas over something which she could be safe from, but because of the pandemic and the local hospital could not cater to her needs. So that was one of the big case, that happened. So everybody who want to travel, want to go on a solo trip, please take care. Get in contact with your loved
There are
ones.
some precautions.
Yeah, get in
Yes.
contact with loved
There are precautions
ones.
that you can take.
Yeah, and I know it's important. Even sometimes I would like to go solo myself to get spending my time for myself, but still,
Solo or not. I think it's at the wrong place at the wrong time, because I think recently there's a Spanish woman with her husband she got raped.
oh,
In India.
The one,
oh,
the one with motorbike.
oh,
She rode motorbike with her
what happened to the
husband.
husband? I think I heard this, but the
A Spanish lady.
but the husband.
Yeah, this was a case in
The
India.
husband was beaten up.
Yeah. I mean, India is. I've been there as well. I experienced some of the thing, but as a guy, it's still okay. Yeah, for ladies, you need to take precaution. Certain part, I suppose. Yeah. Oh,
Yes, again,
Like what Sonia said is like try to inform someone where you are. Keep constant informing people that where you are actually.
yeah, that's very important. Please, you want to have a good time overseas, come back safely, and share all your photographs and whatever. Yeah. Okay. So we are coming near to the end of our episode. Want to talk a bit about the Bali thing?
oh yes, since we're talking about urbexing and yes, we should talk about Bali.
Yeah. So, okay. This part, contact Joe.
So,
How
yeah,
much?
is this where Joe comes
No.
in?
How much you want us to talk about the trip?
That it's upcoming and
Okay. Can. Okay. So,
we have a very special trip coming up, and this is in the month of July.
is
Yes. And
from the 5th of July to 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 9th of July. Sorry. Yeah, it cross over a weekend, so you only need to take 3 days of your leave. Yeah.
yes, that's right. So even that's been thought about. But since we're talking about Urbex, right? There was a very special place there that I'm hoping is still safe enough to bring all of you. I will be there a little bit earlier to to check on a few things, but it promises to be a different experience. It's what we call dark tourism, where we share sites that aren't normally accessed by tourists, the other side of Bali, and we will be looking at some occurrences, conducting a few investigations.
So you've been through the whole itinerary before? Or close to it?
More or less. Yes, more or less. So I can't share beyond that because I need to get down there first, check on a couple of things, and to ensure the safety of our participants. This is very much in line with how I talk about recce's. Before we bring participants on down anywhere, we ensure the safety of the group. Now, if you'd like to spend time with us, Joe, Kim, Shaz, CiCi as well,
And me?
myself, then yes, and KK and CiCi was down there. What he was doing this, is he going to disappear again? But if this is something that you'd like to explore, if you've always been intrigued by the supernatural, the spiritual, and you just want to dip your toes a little bit into it without going too far, then this is the trip for you. And I'd like to assure you that you'll definitely have a good time. But beyond that, I can't really share too much. Maybe you boys can talk about it later. Maybe Joe will share about it in the main show.
But
A little bit
of
more
course,
detail as well.
the emphasis is on safety. We have we have spiritual help, right? Yeah. No. Yeah, we
Yes,
do.
we do.
Yeah.
We are going to have, yes. So again, that is something that you must insist on knowing what your safety protocols are. And in this case, we have a Balian with us who is we've met and have spent time with, and he is the authentic deal. So that promises to be an experience in itself.
So if
Can't wait for it.
yeah,
Can't
if
wait
you
for
have
it.
been to Bali, this is another whole new side of Bali you have never experienced before.
Oh yeah,
It's not.
a little bit of urbexing, a little bit of spirituality, a little bit of the supernatural, the mysticism of it. Bali has always been a very mystical place. And then, of course, some good grub as well. After all that adventuring,
crispy duck.
makan, yes. And as we sit around, talk about our experiences and exchange ideas and do all that together.
Maybe before the trip, Joe will give us a bit of taste of what you have experienced before. Yeah. That's hope to see that sweet little treat before the trip. I know a lot of people.
You all don't wait just before the trip. You should show it like.
I'm not the one
so
editing it, so. But
yeah, I think more people should see it because that's what they're gonna experience.
It's like the trailer before the blockbuster comes, right? You gotta show the trailer.
And it cannot be 1 week before it goes to screen, right? Or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Normally it's a couple of months ahead.
And recently, I read on the papers that Bali is like flooded with tourists. No joke. This year, after the COVID pandemic, a lot of people are going there. Yeah.
Bali has always been very popular.
Yeah. But even after the COVID, things are picking up, which is good for them, lah. Yeah. But of course, we will not be sticking around with these people, lah. We will be at the other side of
Oh, no, you're not. You're gonna see a side to Bali that not many are privy to.
All right. So we are near the end of our episode. This is hope you have some people were saying that they want a longer episode. I hope this will satisfy.
Oh, is it?
People say 1 hour too short lah. All this thing. Yeah. You don't know how long it takes to edit this thing down, man. Yeah. But as usual, we will share all the social handlers. I know CiCi has a lot of very beautiful TikTok videos every day, almost every day lah. He synchronized with the music and the visuals is spectacular. Seriously, no joke. Please follow CiCi. And for Sonia, it's all the beautiful. I would say the monochromatic pictures. The black and white is the best.
Oh, you like
yes,
my
I love. Yeah, recently she had pictures from Sabah, from her trip to the Tiger Ranch. Yeah, a lot of very interesting photos. Then and also join us at the Weekend Wanderers Telegram group. Update with all the. For Telegram, can we share the link? I've been trying to find.
I can send you.
Maybe we will share at the YouTube so for them to So,
but what the Telegram group has is a schedule of the different trips that we embark upon, that we offer as well. At the moment, we don't have any other spiritual supernatural trip aside from the one that we're going to be doing
Indian
with you in Bali. That is a spiritual one. That's Varanasi at the end of the year. That one. So Varanasi is the spiritual center of North India. In South India, it's a complete different thing going on. But up in North, it is Varanasi, and it's a trip that I've already done twice. We've brought people who want to break generational curses, who want to better understand their own beliefs right? Cleansings. And of course, if you're not into that spiritual stuff, Varanasi is still a great place to have some immersion in, even if you don't believe it. But what's stopping us from learning about other cultures and other
Correct.
religions as well? Yes. So the Telegram group is where we have the schedules. So by all means, please take a look. Please join us. First
Please
one up
do join.
is, yes, first one up is July.
Yeah. Then maybe I'll share with CiCi's permission, I'll share the video he did recently of us climbing the Bukit Timah Nature Reserve. The rainy, yeah.
It's okay.
You'll see me all drenched like a. But I really enjoyed that experience. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for
I'm
joining us.
surprised you I think you
Yes.
first time join us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised with your stamina.
Yeah.
No, he runs. KK
Yeah.
runs. So he works out. He came in, right? Like action, he wants to train. He has been training.
No.
So-
I mean, I was just afraid that I'll delay everybody. That's all. I mean, if I can keep up, I'll keep up. Yeah. So it's an experience, lah. Just
You
that
did very well.
I came. I
want
brought
to tell
the
everybody that the rain, you brought the rain. But what I wanted to say was, what nobody knows, right, is that KK is secretly preparing to come with us on
Babu?
to Black, and then we'll reveal it next episode.
Okay. Yeah, that's okay. I'll cut that. Okay, so before we go, any tagline to leave before?
Oh my gosh.
I have one very cheesy one, but I will share later.
Let's
Oh,
hear
okay.
it.
Okay, don't be square, get out there.
That's not too
Yeah.
bad actually, but quite funny.
Yeah.
Well, what would CiCi's be?
CiCi is always where's CiCi? Where's CiCi?
Yeah, where's CiCi? He's
You can't see him, he will
only
see
to
you.
say one. It's just
Yeah.
you that's
You
a
can't
good
see him,
one.
he will see you. Yeah. He's the eye in the sky.
Yeah.
Yeah, CiCi is always
Yeah.
watching. It's kind of
Yeah.
scary.
Even when we are at the Bukit Timah, he's always there. He's like the beacon. Yeah. So
Mine. I still need some
Okay.
time to think about mine. I had one which I still, I still hold very dear to my heart because it's a belief, right? And that saying follows the person; it doesn't follow the show. And it is. Actually, forget it, lah. I have to come up with something.
maybe you'll find one
Watch out for the branch.
for the
Watch out
brunch.
for the brunch. I show you guys.
no.
I have an injury.
Recently or what?
I hit my head. Yeah. So yeah. So it's like you don't get to be on this show until you've knocked your head. Is it? Is that what my tagline is going to be?
Oh, but Joe's
Yeah,
almost
but-
recovered already. Just don't go Sarawak.
He completely.
Don't go Sarawak anytime soon.
He's completely right.
Don't know what they
No, now all he has to do is wave around a wand.
wear a cap lah next time. All right.
His back stretches.
Yeah, maybe you'll come out with a tagline after your climb to Rinjani. Then
I have to think
all right.
about it.
So everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you in the next episode of
Thank
Get
you.
Out. Sorry, Out There. Sorry.
Yeah. You're changing.
I always
you're
say get
changing the name of the show.
Get Out.
Get out.
Okay.
Okay, I think that's a good tagline. Get out.
Get Out.
Get out
Okay
there.
lah.
No, that's yours. You can say that, but with more emphasis on the get out.
Okay, Joe, I think you can
And then you shout out.
stop recording. Let's have a little chat before we go.
So then you shout
Thanks,
back
everyone.
right out. Okay, thank you.
And
Thanks,
have a
thanks,
good
everyone.
climb.